Yes, we've got a twisted grandma down there. I wish she came with a grilled cheese. Give me a thumbs up if your grandma ever made you a grilled cheese. Oh my god! That scared the crap out of me. Check this out, guys. Spirit Halloween stores are opening all over the place, and today we are in Lakemore Plaza in Akron, Ohio. Guys, we just hit 500,000 subscribers on this channel, and this is the very first Spirit Halloween that we are filming on the way to 1 million subscribers. We have a long season ahead of us, so make sure you subscribe to see where me and Mr. Dark go next. Just look at it. It's beautiful. And let me also point out, this is in an abandoned Joann Fabrics, or as I like to call it, J-Fabs. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the one in Canton, Ohio is also going to be in an abandoned J-Fabs. But for now, let's go in and see what is in stock in Akron, Ohio, Lakemore Plaza. First off, though, I have to take a look at the brand new posters for this year. We've got a Wicked poster here, but this is the one that I like the best right here. The banana. It's more like half a banana. It's a skelebanana. Who would have ever known that bananas have skelebones? We've got the Rusty's costume over here. We've got the Squid Game costume. We've got the Murderous Clown, the Transformers, and whatever this is. Young Lady of Death. I'll have to keep an eye out for that costume in there and see exactly what it is. Some kind of a death skelebride or something. All right, guys, let's go ahead in and just see what this store looks like. I am so excited that these stores are starting to open, guys. All right, guys, yes, right inside the door, the Spirit Madison Scare Park 31st Street Station. Very cool. Now, when I was at Flagship, I got to look at this stuff, but I only had just a little bit over an hour to check everything out. So we are going to check out the animatronics in here. We're going to check out the subway. And then I'm really excited to move throughout the rest of the store and see what kinds of new things they have this year, because all I really got through at Flagship was this stuff here and the animatronics. I didn't get to see any of the other new stuff. And you know what? Let's start with this guy right here, because when I showed him in the other video, I called him a rat. And I wasn't sure, but now I'm sure. He is actually a zombie possum. And let me tell you, even though possums are nice, they're scary enough without being a zombie. And we also have the spooky bricks. Let me just step back for a second and check this out, because I just want to take it all in and see the entire subway station here. That is such an awesome setup, guys. And look at this. I love how there's bent steel rods coming out there. These look so good, and they're foam, but they look so real. They did such a good job with this. Even this pipe here, check this thing out. That is like a foam or a plastic itself, and it looks like a real pipe. Look at that guy. Look, he's staring straight at me. All right, let's get a good close-up of this guy, Jack the Reaper. He is brand new for this year, 2025, and I pointed this out in the other video. He's got a little sensor right there on the tip of his finger. If you remember Nibbles from last year, he had this same sticker on the floor where he follows you with motion tracking sensor technology. So let's go ahead and get him started. He's following really good.
You can never escape my evil eye. It's too late to run. It's too late to hide. You don't even have time to scream.
He is so totally awesome, and I love how he is so loud. Some people don't like his build, but I love how he kind of looks like a tornado going down there. He's tornadoing up out of the ground and then floating there.
I see you. I follow you around every dark corner. Creep along with the monsters under your bed and turn your dreams into nightmares.
Let me know if you've got him already, if you plan on getting him. I think we should call him Hurricane Jack. All right, let's move on over to the Crypt Countess. Let's get her going. Look, we have some of the chains of death right here. Wish we could see that face just a little bit better, but we might be able to in a second as she begins to thrash around.
so that I may shroud it in darkness. Feel the warmth leave your body as you join me in this eternal resting place.
Man, she is super loud in here. That is cool because in Flagship she wasn't very loud, but in here we actually get to hear what she's saying very crisp and clear.
You cannot escape. The shadows are closing in now. Each step you take leads you deeper into this haunted realm. There is no running from the inevitable, you fool.
She is so very awesome. All right, let's go ahead through. I love this tunnel here. And I really love this right here. I thought about getting a real one and putting a newspaper in it just like that at the scare house. And I know these are kind of becoming a thing of the past. So if you don't recognize exactly what this is, it is a newspaper dispenser. You would put your quarters in right here, and then there was a handle right here. You would pull it down and it would be full of newspapers, and they would just kind of trust you to take only one newspaper that you paid for. I honestly don't know if this guy has a name, but it's like a gargoyle who is moving back and forth. He looks like a headstone. I guess he's a headstone. He is an animatronic, and he appears to be motion activated, because if we look down at the bottom, you can see very, very tiny little thing right here. Somebody just made a donation. A very tiny little sensor at the bottom there. He doesn't make any sound that I can hear. I don't see any lights, but yeah, you can see how he just moves back and forth. That is actually pretty cool if you were making your own graveyard in your front yard or something. Amongst the other headstones, it just kind of says, "The dead are coming back to life." Now look at this guy right here. He's like a rabid raccoon, and half of his body is gone. That is hilarious. I've got to check this out. He is made of foam. He's got the red eyes, the scary mouth that needs some Aquafresh. And I think it's absolutely hilarious how half his body has just been kind of chewed away by what, I don't know. Maybe this guy right here? And let's just look a little closer at the tunnel here, because I love how there's a little bit of graffiti on here. It's bricks on the bottom, and then you have like this white subway tile going around the top, back down to more bricks and graffiti. And I love how there's caution tape over here too, because I didn't even see this before I started building my haunt at the scare house. And as you know, if you've seen those videos, I've been putting down caution tape myself. Okay, let's move on up to the subway and look at this thing, guys. Look at all the awesome detail on here. We've got the tracks that come out about 3 feet and then just stop. The watch your step sign here, like this is a door that you could go in. We've got Jack the Reaper right on the front here. We've got yellow chains of death, the lights, the chrome. We've got 3 windows up here, and look, they're broken too. I don't think I realized this when I was at the Flagship store, but they have shards of, well, it's supposed to be glass, but it's just plastic, so you won't actually get cut. That is pretty cool. Same in the middle here, same on this side. The Spirit logo right in the middle, local, express, and then the moving sign, the crawling sign up at the top. This stop, 31st Street Station. Next stop, Spirit Station Z. Very cool. They did an excellent job with the ISE this year, and I just can't even imagine having to put this thing together. Okay, now that we've looked at that, let's look at our next 2 animatronics. We've got this guy over here, Bullseye, and we've got Valak over here. I really like her. She looks super skinny, but she also looks very scary. The Conjuring is one of those movies that actually does scare me. And you can sort of see her mechanism back here that just kind of shoots her forward. Let's go ahead and get her going. All right, here we go. I think she is so awesome. I think she moved a little bit slower in this store than she did at Flagship, but she is still super scary. Look at that face. She reminds me of demonic Dahlia. And if you look very closely, you can see that she has a sensor right here, so you don't have to have her hooked up to a footpad. You can have her set up so that she will just go off when you walk by and scare the crap out of you. Okay, let's move on over to Bullseye. Let's just take a good look at him. Look at how big his head is. I just can't get over that. Like, look at my hand compared to his head. His head is absolutely enormous. We've got the dartboard here. It's got a couple of these daggers in it as if somebody's been throwing them at him. And if we look to the side, you can see he's got his whole body here kind of leaning forward with his head through the dartboard. And his hands are absolutely enormous. All right, let's go ahead and get him going.
Whoa, round and around. Come on! I'll give you one free throw. Then it's my turn to throw a knife at you.
So there's a lot of other sounds going on in here right now, and with his speaker in the back behind the dartboard, it's kind of hard to hear. But let's do that one more time here.
My grandma can throw better than you.
Okay, let's come on out here and we'll go down this side for now. Just look how huge this setup is. That almost touches the ceiling right there. And I just can't get over the build of this whole subway car and everything. Okay, we got Headcase Harry here. Now, he is actually hooked up to this button over here. So let's go ahead and hit this and get him going.
Wife and cuddle, suffocating knife. Knives and thrones you get of knives. Candy to joy, twisted and bright. And feel the sting and endless fright to satisfy our macabre delight.
I love this guy. I think he's an incredible build. I love how each of the mouths talk individually and then they talk together. I love that his costume is blood splattered. That's awesome. I love the candy in his hand and what appears to be a butter knife. Like, what are you gonna do with that? You gonna butter me some bread, mister? I'd like 2 rolls and some chicken gravy. And let me point this out. When you hit the button here, you have to kind of push it and hold it for a second. You see that blinking? And then he starts up.
It will complete our collection nicely.
Don't be afraid. Come closer. Take a candy.
And let's carve up some fun this night. Our treats are crafted from your darkest nightmares.
All right, let's move on to Sinister Strawman. Now look at this. Look how big his face is. His head is actually enormous. I don't know if you can tell in the video or not, but it's enormous. And this is, I think, the 4th reskin of Mr. Dark. We've had Mr. Dark, Hexspawn, Towering Tallulah, and now Sinister Strawman. Let's go ahead and get him going here. The eyes light up.
Pestering crows will not stay around after this.
I think he is so awesome. I love how they have like all this stuff hanging off of him, because every single thing that's just hanging off gets thrown up into the wind when he jumps. And I love how the sounds that he makes continues all the way down while he's taking his time going back down into position. Like, you can still hear bells ringing and him laughing and everything. Let's do it one more time so you can hear what he's saying.
As the midnight hour approaches, my tension builds inside me. Now you see what I'm capable of. So, beware and keep out of my presence, for I may take out my aggressions on you next time.
He is enormous. All right, let's keep going this way. I want to go inside because there's something I missed at the Flagship store I want to show you. But let's do Trick or Treat Pete here real quick. So the deal with him is that here's his candy bowl. It is a real big candy bowl. And as they show the Butterfingers right here, like spitting out of his mouth, like when we hit the step pad here, he turns on, you hear the music, you hear him talking, and what actually happens is that he really does spit out candy out his mouth. The candy goes inside his hat here. There's a little mechanism that turns, and then it spits out candy. Now, he doesn't work perfect. The mechanism could have been better, but there are people online who are working on perfecting that so that he works even better. Right now, about the best thing you could use with him is like gumballs or something very small. These tiny little Butterfingers do work, but anything bigger than that gets caught in the mechanism. All right, let's move on over to the Owl of Death. I can't think of what his real name is. Look at the size of those feet down there. Oh my gosh, they're huge. And the look on his face is just awesome. Now, when we hit this button, he's gonna wag his tail. He's not gonna wag his tail because he doesn't have a tail. He's going to, what the heck is he gonna do? He's swinging his wings in the wind. I wish that this jaw would move when he does that screech, but aside from that, he is totally awesome. I would love to just have him perched right on the top of my house, like on the roof, as guests start to show up to trick or treat. You could even build like a gigantic nest to put him in. All right, we got the jumping spider over here. Let's get him going. Come on, mister. Jumping spider is always a classic. Wait a minute, what the heck is this? We have a zombie fly down here. What the heck? Look at this. Half his wing is missing. He has green on his face. He is a pretty spooky zombie fly. Okay, so I can tell by the back of the subway that there is a little bit of stuff missing from what I saw at the Flagship store, probably because this is a smaller store here. Unless there's more like in the back of the store, but I don't think so. We'll find out in a minute. But here's a shot from this side here. We got this guy over here. What is his name again? They don't have the little placards down here. Oh, Fire Demon is his name. Look at how his hands are perched way up in the air and he's just covering his face. All right, let's get him going.
Look deep into the burning fire as I drag you into the dark.
He is very cool, and he opened a lot faster than the one at Flagship. Let's do that one more time. Yeah!
Come close and warm yourself with the flames of my corrupted soul.
Very spooky. All right, so we're almost done with the animatronics. We've got Backbend Bonnie here, which is one of my favorites this year. I think she is awesome. Listen for the cracking. Look at that. That is just a creepy sight in itself. I love how she's so loud in here, too. And I love how the way she's set up, she looks straight through the window of the subway. Let's go in there and see how she looks. Okay, here we go. That's just creepy looking alone. Oh my gosh. She is so cool. Backbend Bonnie. Okay guys, we're gonna get to the rest of the store here in just a minute, but I wanna go into the subway here and check out that really quick before we move on. Now, all right, let's see. There's the Butterfinger sign. There's the subway route diagram. Here's the missing persons sign with Betty Sharp. And people have been calling that number and telling me that it's just like a dead end. But I'm wondering if at some point that number will actually go somewhere and there will be like maybe a recording on the end or something. And then we've got the Kill Zone all-purpose pest control up here. So they do not have the one sign in here that I missed at the Flagship store. If you go back to that video, you can see where it's up here, and I completely missed it. It's something about the zombie babies. We got the live wires going up here. We've got this flashing light at the top, and we've got electrified corpse right over here. Let's see if we can get him going. Yes. He is very cool. We've got this hanging zombie rat over here too. That's hilarious and disgusting. We've got the sitting scarecrow over here. Let's see if he's turned on. He must not be on because he's not jumping up at us. But while I'm thinking about it, let's leave him a couple of stickers in there. Let's put a couple in Pete's bowl here too. And then back inside, because one thing I want to point out is that these seats here, I think you can actually sit on them. I've seen pictures of people actually sitting on them. And now that I touch this, I thought it was cardboard before. Whoa! You, sir, pulled a fast one on me. What the heck was that all about? He completely tricked me. That was pretty awesome. But as I was saying, he's probably going to do it again. These are actually cushions, guys. These are not cardboard. They're cushions. Okay, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you're stupid and dumb. All right, we got the fan up here showing Jack. I'm not sure how good you can see that because it moves really fast and doesn't show up all that great in a video. But on this end with the cockpit, I absolutely love this. We've got more wires, we got more lights, we have more zombie rats there. And then we have the phone here that you can actually pick up. You hit one of these buttons, and it will actually talk to you on the phone, but it's not loud enough for you to be able to hear it on my camera. But this here is the cool part. You see me standing there, you move this, and it actually makes that buzz. It's so creepy. It feels so weird on your leg. And it also is what makes those go nuts. Okay, so there's, I think, all the animatronics that are actually set up around the subway station and the tunnel. I don't think we missed any, so let's go ahead and start looking around at some other stuff on the floor. First, let's look at the animatronics that they actually have on the floor for sale. We have 2 Wanda Webworths. We have a Dark Princess. I do not own her. We have a mutant sewer rat who is usually set up inside the subway. And if you're a fan of The Princess Bride, that's a rodent of unusual size. You, sir, can go back to the fire swamp. We have a bullseye below him, and that box is huge. All right, let's work our way through the store. We're gonna come back through all this stuff, guys. Oh my gosh, I see so many things in here that I've never seen before. But keeping with the animatronics for the moment, we have a sitting scarecrow, a scary sitting scarecrow. We got a night terror on the top here. Yes, we've got a twisted grandma down there. I wish she came with a grilled cheese. Give me a thumbs up if your grandma ever made you a grilled cheese. On the other side here, we've got a two-faced teddy right there. We've got a monkey business on the bottom. Oh, check it out. We've got 2 Cerberus here. We've got Victor and Emily from The Corpse Bride. 2 fire demons on this side. We've got another sitting scarecrow over here, and behind him we have a head case Harry. We've got a Gordo over here. Yes, we've got the night owl on the bottom. Another night owl on the top over here, and look, guys, they actually have a Jack the Reaper animatronic in stock right here, right now. Get down here to Akron if you're looking for one. We've got another night terror on this side and a crypt countess over here. Oh, there's a good look at the face too. We didn't get such a good look at the face when we were looking at her up front, but you can see it there. Okay, I think we have some more down here. Yes, we got a whole bunch over here. We've got another Twisted Grandma right here. A whole bunch of the Jumping Spiders over here. We've got the black and red, the black and gray. Looks like that's it. Oh, we've got a brown one back here. We've got a gray one here. They got a lot more than I thought. Sinister Strawman right here in stock. Another Sitting Scarecrow. We've got another Monkey Business. Electrified Corpse. Yes, and another Two-Faced Teddy down there on the bottom. Couple more Sitting Scarecrows. Another Scary Sitting Scarecrow. Another Cerberus on the bottom. Wow, they've got another Monkey Business down here. An Electrified Corpse and another Gordo. Very cool. Okay, I believe that is all the big animatronics. So let's just start looking at some other stuff that's on the floor here. And look at this. This is one thing that's brand new for this year. A Megan doll. Now, I have to say, she's a lot smaller than I thought she would be. I thought she would be closer to life size, but she does look pretty awesome. Look at that. They've got the outfit correct. I love the box. Actually reminds me of a Barbie box. And look at the diagram on the back. Synthetic hair, authentic head sculpt, 1:2 scale posable replica. The stand is included. Specialized humanoid body, finely tailored fashion, 90-degree jointed knees. We've got some good guys over here. We see these pretty much every year in here. I think there is a different style in here this year, if I'm not mistaken, though. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Oh, look at this. We've got the light-up Chucky statue. That is very cool right there. I love that look on his face. We've got a handful of planters here. We got this guy. I can't think of what the heck his name is. Oh, it's Glenn. Glenn from the Chucky series. We've got Sam. We've got Art the Clown here. And we've got Ghostface. We got Sidestepper Chuckies here.
Showtime! I always come back!
We got the Gremlins Sidestepper here. I love that. All right, we've got a Glenn down here. We've got Glenda. That's very cool. Here's a new thing. Check this out. The Ghostface Nerd Gnome. That is pretty awesome. See if I can... Yeah, it's kind of hard to see with the reflection, but look at that. Ghostface candle holder. Oh, this is cool. It's like the Psycho shower curtain. Bloody bath mat. Sculptures from Beetlejuice. Hello, cat bones. We got a ghost sidestepper here. I'm pretty sure we've seen these before, but I want to see them again. All right, let's keep on moving here. There is so much new stuff, and I just get sidetracked so easily. We got the Hanging Jack the Reapers here. These were new last year. Here's some new things. The creepy pumpkins. Look at this one. All right, is that... Yeah, that's foam. It's a creepy pumpkin munching on a hand. Like he's already eaten the rest of the body. Now all he has left is a few fingers. Oh, sick. This one makes me want to puke. He's munching on intestines. Ugh. And of course, we've got Scabs standing by watching. Here's another new thing for this year, the Zombie Piglet. That is awesome. Check that out. Charlotte's Web right there. Oh my gosh, yes, we've got a couple of new zombie babies here. This one we saw last year, Scheming Sally. She's hilarious. Of course, we have the Spider Biter Billy down here, and then we have Ghostly Gus right here. That is awesome and instantly one of my favorites. I just love regular old Halloween ghosts, and this guy is awesome. All right, now hold on. I think I'm gonna have to take this one down. This one looks like it has joints, like it can actually crawl or something. Yeah, look at this. She's called Crawlin' Claudette, and apparently she actually crawls. Look at the look on the face. Look at that skull bow on the top. She's got a little bib on with a trimmy. Okay, hold on. We're going to try this. Okay, please work. Yes, check that out. Oh my gosh. That is insane. Listen to the sounds. And it looks like she has a tiny little sensor right in her mouth there too. So you could have her sitting on the ground, and when somebody walks by, she'll just start her zombiness. Okay, let's go on down through here. We've seen a lot of this stuff, and I really want to look for things I haven't seen before, but I don't want to miss telling these guys that they do need some Tic Tacs. Oh my gosh, we have more zombie babies and another one that I have not seen yet. What is this one called right here? Clobberin' Claude. Look at the bone tomahawk right there. Oh my gosh. All right, let's do this. It's a bone rattle, and she actually makes rattling sounds. That is so creepy. I love the little skull on her bib too. Look over here, we've got a talking dagger Mike. He is awesome, and he's holding daggers in each hand. Here's their inflatable section, and I see two of them that I've never seen before. We've got a mini skeleton. He's a 2-foot inflatable, and we have a mini jack-o'-lantern. He's also 2-foot inflatable. Those are really cool, especially if you don't really have room to have the bigger ones. Oh, we've got the Medusa busts. These are made of foam. Sticker, sticker, sticker. Hello, rats. Okay, let's take a quick look. Wait a minute. First, we had to look at the Tomb of Lost Souls, a photo opportunity over here. Tomb of Lost Souls. Then we got this big open area here where you can stand and take a picture. Oh my god, I've got a cramp now. Okay, just scanning the masks back here. I don't really see anything I haven't seen before. And we will look at all this stuff in other stores, but right now I just want to focus on seeing things that I haven't seen before. And I think this fits the bill. What is this disgusting thing? Burlap bloody goat's mask, the Billy Goat's Gruff. Ugh. That is sick. Look at those teeth. We got a whole wall of hats over here, including the chicken hat that I don't think I've seen before. Okay, let's make our way over here. And again, we're going to look at all these costumes in another video in other stores, but for right now, I just want to see if there's costumes I haven't seen before. Hello, lady. They do have Baphomet. Yeah, I think what we want to see is going to be like up towards the front up here, because they do have a ton of costumes in here. But this is all stuff that's like anything you can basically think of that you might want to be, like the hippies right here. All these jumpsuits, pirates and peasants. There's even a rhinestone axe. But let's move up towards the front here, because I want to see like the horror character costumes. Okay, yeah, here we go. Like Freddy, Nightmare on Elm Street stuff here. I think this hat is a new thing, Springwood High. I don't think I've seen this shirt before, Follow Your Dreams. Oh, yes, we've got a Terrifier double-sided knife. I don't think I've seen this before. There's his white mask face on that side and the bloody mask on this side. This stuff was so hot last year you couldn't find it. The crossbody bag Art Krispies, the Art Krispies box. We got a bloody Terrifier mask here. I want to see the bloody Terrifier Santa animatronic. We got Chucky. Oh, look, we got a Glenn mask here. What a creepy face that is. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. We got Trick or Treat Sam costumes here. Friday the 13th Jason. Look, right in the middle of that, there's a Halloween hoodie. Is there anything on the back? Yeah, look at this. It's Michael Myers in a heart on the back. Have I seen this knife? I don't know if I've seen this knife. A Halloween 2 knife. And it's two-sided. You got the skull pumpkin on the back and Michael Myers on the front. Oh, I just realized they don't have the Young He animatronic in this store. There she is up there. And there are Squid Game costumes here. These actually look pretty cool. We got the triangle here, the circle. I don't see a square. We do have Squid Game characters down here. Check this out. The Masked Manager, there's a square. We have the Young He doll here, and then we have the Song Gi Hun right here. I don't know if that's how you say it. I apologize if that's wrong. We've got the green player track suits, and then we've got the frontman suits up here. Oh, this is what I'm talking about right here. Ghostface. This is my section, and this is a new one right here. Look at this sweatshirt. That is awesome right there. All right, let's see. Is there anything? Okay, nothing on the back, but what an awesome picture that is. We got the Slayer kit here with the knife, the gloves, the mask, and the voice changer. That is not new this year, but it's cool. We've got this spoof mask right here. What's up? This hat might be new this year. You like scary movies? And then here's a beanie. This one I think is new this year. And maybe this jacket here, Slasher. And then we got Ghostface on the hood. So if you put the hood up, it looks like that's you. Michael Myers section here. And look at this. I think this is new for this year. Stay Alive, Haddonfield. Michael Myers jersey with a 78 on the sleeve. Let's see the back here. Yes, Myers. 78 on the back. We still need to journey over to the other side of the store yet, but let's check out the t-shirts for this year. Some of these I have seen in other years, but look at this. We've got a House of 1,000 Corpses, No You Hang Up. Sorry, sir, we're not looking at that. We got Creep Show here. Sorry, sir, we're not looking at that either. Don't you know there's children watching this show? American Psycho. We've got Scream. Don't answer the phone. Don't open the door. Don't try to escape. We've got this one. Do you like scary movies? Bloody Disgusting. Glows in the dark. Jason Lives. Terrifier. Chucky. All three of those glow in the dark. Oh, look at this one. Cute but psycho. It's funny how I cover up what's on the other shirt, but then I show you stuff like this. A bloody clown with a razor blade. That is cute but psycho. No, we've got a Team Edward shirt. This is cool. The Spirit Squid Game shirt. He's got the umbrella cookie up there. And here's another Terrifier shirt. That one's pretty awesome. And look at this. We've got SpongeBob up here. The High Slinging Slasher. Okay, I think that pretty much takes care of this side over here. We've still got this side to go, and I still see things over here that I've never seen before. Like these plushies here. Look at this. We've got this Grim Bear, I guess it is. We got the Numb Bunny. What the heck? He has no arms. And then we got this one called Cobb the Scarecrow. What the heck? I don't even know what half this stuff is. This one has bells on. All right, we found the buckets. We got to leave stickers in the bucket. 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 I've got 2 stickers left. Let's leave them in the bucket and the bucket. All right, just like the other side, we'll go through all these costumes in another video. I'm just looking for costumes that I may have never seen before. Here's a Megan costume here. Blinged out Ghostface costumes. I know from being in the Flagship store that they have new Ghostface masks, but I honestly don't remember what they are because I didn't get around to them. So we will see those in other stores. Hot dog, hot dog, hot dog. My hot dog! Thumbs up if you know that one. Skibbity Speaker Man. Skibbity Toilet, but that's not new. What the heck? Kane from the Digital Circus. I think I've seen the Nightcrawler costume before. Hot dog, hot dog. Now that's gonna be in my head all day. And if you don't know what it was a stupid little viral post that somebody made of a kid dancing around with a hot dog on like July 4th, and then he dropped it and he was so sad. Here's a Poppy Playtime Killy Willy. I don't know if I've seen that one before. And I think that pretty much brings me to the end, guys. I was hoping we would find that banana costume, the half banana, half skeleton. And maybe it's around over in there, like where we didn't go, but we'll get to that in another store. Ooh, I did miss this guy, Mr. Frankenstein and Mr. Art the Clown. Shh. All right, wait, we have one more place to look at stuff, guys, and it's through the little maze here that you go through when you're ready to pay for stuff. Now, last year, I know there were a whole bunch of these tumblers and stuff that were really, really popular. I actually still have the bling ghost face in a box. I've never even opened it. I don't know if I've seen this mug before. Check this out. He slimed me. Here's little drinking jars here that I haven't seen before. Check this out. Witch's Brew. And then this one has a ghost on it over here. And then this one has a ghosty cat on it. Now, they have some Stitch bag clips. They have some new, I don't know if these are new or not. The horror bag clips, do I have these? I think I've opened every box that I have. These may be new. Series 7. And then here's more Universal ones. These may be new as well. I'm not sure. That's Series 3. And I think everything else we have pretty much seen. These little bobbleheads here. Maybe I haven't seen that Beetlejuice one. That's cool. All right, I think that's officially it, guys. I've been in here for like 3 hours.